everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are streaming from today. I am super excited to be in front of you on another episode of Books to Business and Brunch. Books, Business, and Brunch. And of course, I do not have, let me just put on my little thing over here. I do not have my co-host with me today because my co-host is busy doing amazing things, right? And so I am here by myself, but that's okay. Listen, if you're joining me for the first time, my name is Joan T Randall. I am the founder of Victorious You Press. It is a partnership publishing company where we put our authors at the center of priority, and we help do all things books to business, including leveraging your books to create multiple streams of income and create a legacy. Today, this episode is very, very special to me. I'm going to drop something in the chat and I'm going to show it on the screen because I want you to know we're doing something special just for you. All right. So this broadcast is really about, let me just take this off. This broadcast is really about a self-publishing cohort that we are doing with Victorious You Press. And you may say, what does that mean? Well, let me tell you what a self-publishing cohort is. We are gathering people who have an interest of really publishing from a self-publishing perspective the right way. And we're gathering them together for a cohort, which means it is sessions, facilitation, and you're in a group together and you're publishing a specific thing. And let me tell you how this came to be. So, have you ever bought journals, right? And you think you're getting, whether it's a motivational journal, a devotional journal, whatever type of journal. And some of them are really fantastic because I have tons of journals. But have you ever bought a journal and when you get it home, you're just completely disappointed by the lack of content in the journal? Has that ever happened to you? Well, I know it has happened to me. And let me tell you how this incident inspired this offer that we have created at Victorious You Press. So I don't want to show you the name of the book or anything, but not too long ago, a friend recommended this particular book, right? And the person said to me, it's a great book. It sells for about $32. It is a journal that helps you it's a very therapeutic type of journal. So if you've gone through any type of trauma, you should buy this journal because it will really help you. It is deep. So I got so excited, right? And I spent about $32 for this journal. Okay. When the journal came, and it's 365 days. So I'm thinking, all right, every day I open this journal, I should be able to feast or feed on something that is going to help me, give me therapy for my soul. All right. And so long story short, when I got the journal, it was 365 pages of blankness. Okay. I don't want you to see the cover. 365 pages. I'm hiding the cover because I don't want anybody, 365 pages of blankness. And I literally, I almost cried. I almost cried when I look at what I paid $30-something for. And I'm like, oh my God. Well, of course, I never wrote one thing in it. I was disappointed at how much money I paid for it, and even more disappointed of what the content in this book was. So I started to think about it, and I'm like, we're spending $15 and $20 and $30 and $25 on books that have all blank pages. And I am just tired of it. And I started thinking about those people out there that may not even recognize that they have a book in them. You know, the mothers who are homeschooling their children, who have it down to a science, who would be able to write a book and help other mothers homeschool their children because they have a knack for this. I'm talking about that person who has struggles with anxiety and depression and has found that planting helps them. You can put that in a book to help others who are going through anxiety and depression. I'm talking about a pastor or a leader or a spirit, leader who does Bible study and have this Bible study that is so profound that she can or he can put that in a book. I'm talking about someone that has a child with disability and has figure out how to cope with that child with disability while running a business or going to work or doing the other things, right? I'm talking about that person who has a gift or a skill or a learned knowledge that they can put this in a book and get it out into the world. That's who I'm looking for. I'm looking for the underdog. I'm looking for the person that think that they don't have anything to share with the world. I'm looking for the person who always have a desire to write a book, but don't know how, don't know where to start, don't know how to lay it out, don't know what to look for, anything. That's who I am looking for. And we're looking for you because we want to help you create the thing that you are a master at and send it out to the world. We're looking for you if you have a desire. You've never written a book before, but you know that you have all of this work knowledge in you that can change a life or that can impact the lives of someone else, but you don't know where to start. That's who we're looking for. We are looking for you to join what we are calling a self-publishing cohort, where we bring you together and over a 5-week period, which will span about 10 weeks, right? But we're meeting at different dates. We are going to teach you how to take the content that you have inside of you, the gift, the skills, the knowledge, the treasures, the abilities. And we're going to show you how to create a 31-day how-to guide based on your expertise and your mastery. We want to do that. We want to help you. And we're going to bring you together with like-minded people. And we're going to sit down and we are going to lay out in details how you do this. And so I want to show you a video that will give you a little bit more. Hey, Sister Angela. Hey, Santosh, how are you? I want to show you a video next and just show you what we are talking about so that you can see this, right? Hang on a second. I'm going to bring to the stage the video.
Turning your area of expertise into a published 31-day mastery guide that you can share on a global level. Are you a career professional, ministry leader, or aspiring author who has mastery in a specific subject? Do you want to motivate, inspire, and educate others? With the help of an award-winning publisher, you can. Someone needs the knowledge you've mastered, and who better to guide them than you? Create a lasting legacy by sharing your unique gift with the world. Join our very first self-publishing cohort where we'll help you craft and publish a mastery guide with a journal vibe. No blank pages here, only powerful quality content that will change lives. Join our intensive self-publishing cohort and take the first step toward turning your expertise into a tangible asset that boosts your authority, impact, and income.
All right. So that is the video, right, of what we're trying to show you about this whole cohort thing, the self-publishing cohort. So walking away from this, not only do you learn to structure a how-to guide or a journal or something that is going to help people implement or, use the things that you have mastered, right? We are going to also show you behind the scenes of the self-publishing industry, how to self-publish your book like a pro, because I will be leading the classes. Not only will I be leading the classes, but I'm going to walk you through every step of the journey, right? And so the first step of the journey is giving you the understanding and the idea of this whole 31-day mastery and what it looks like. And then the second time we meet, we're going to be talking about the prompts, right? What is your area of expertise? What is your specialty? Let's come up with some prompts that you can start with the pillars. And pillars are just ideas, right? So if you're writing a 31-day mastery guide, you need to have 5 pillars or 15 pillars, anywhere between 5 and 15 pillars, right? 15 subtopics, 15 ideas. And then within those ideas, you're breaking it down in really simple form that someone who takes your book and read it can understand, and they will be inspired, and they'll be able to implement the things that you have already done, that you have already mastered, to help them along the way, right? And so what is in it for you is that you get to put out something into the world that other people need. You figured it out because at one point in your life, that may have been a pain point. Now you figured it out. So it's great that you can put it in a book. And a 31-day mastery guide is really a book. It's a book that is not really thick, right? It is bite-sized, digestible. It's 31 days of information, right? Some of the information you're having multiple, content around it, like the tips, the tools, the strategy, how to the implementation and what is in it for the reader, right? And so when they get it, now they have a guide, they have a blueprint, they have something that they can use. And because it's 31 days, they can use it month after month after month after month, right? And the next thing you know, they are now role model in and living and walking in this legacy of what you created, right? How incredible is that? And not only that, it takes you, right, gets you to be a publisher. And if you've already published your book, you are now publishing a mastery guide, which it sets you apart from just an average publisher. There's so many publishers out there that has published books like, memoirs and things of that nature, but have never really published a book in the thing that they are an expert in. And so we want to get more of that out into the world so that when someone goes to Amazon to buy a book that they're looking for motivation, for inspiration, for guidance, for direction, your book could be one of those books based on your area of expertise, right? So I'm excited to share this with the audience. Now, when you do sign up for this, right, I put in the chat, and I'm hoping, let me see if I can drop it again and see what happens. I put in the chat the link to this, because what I'd like for you to do is click on the link, and I want you to go check it out. So click on the link that I just dropped in the chat, right? It's bit.ly/SP Cohort, which means Self-Publishing Cohort 24. I want you to click on that link, and I want you to go to the website. I want you to look at the landing page, and I want you to check it out. I want you to read what's on the landing page and see if this is something that you would be interested in. The great thing about it is we have a workbook that goes with this cohort. And so prior to the cohort starting, you get an opportunity to do this pre-workbook. This pre-workbook is absolutely free for you, right? Joining the cohort. You also get payment plans. You can do Afterpay. You can do installments, all of the thing. And let me tell you, it's a quarter of the price of publishing, even maybe even less than that. But I want to show you a little sneak peek of what the workbook looks like. All right. So I'm going to bring to the screen the workbook. So this is the workbook. It's the self-publishing cohort pre-workbook. And when you sign up for the sessions, right, when you opt in to be a part of this cohort, you get this as a download with your thank you page. All right. So you have to just go look at it. Once you pay and you get your thank you page, the link to this book will be in your email. And it's pretty straightforward. It has all the contents for what's in the book, right? And then it has the welcome note. It has the purpose why we're doing this. It has what is it in it for you. And then it has all these sections. And these are the sections where we're answering your questions so you understand who is your target audience, what challenges do they face, and how your expertise can help them in that area, right? And then we give you an understanding of how to organize your knowledge, right? And what do you need to put as you organize your knowledge? What are your sub pillars? What are the things that you want to share with your audience? Very, very simple, right? And so positioning your expertise, creating an action plan, accountability check, right? Any writing that you're in, any group that you are in, is very important that you have some level of accountability, reflection, and preparation. This is preparing you for your next step, right, into this cohort. Then we have, before the cohort begin, what you need to do. One of the things that is so amazing about this, everyone who joins this cohort is going to buy their own ISBN number under their own imprint. What does that mean? It means that when you buy your own ISBN number, I'm not talking about getting a free ISBN number from Amazon. Absolutely not. Because if you do that, you don't own your content. Amazon does. So you're going to buy your own ISBN number under your own imprint so that when you publish this book, you own the rights to this book. You are the publisher, not Victorious You Press, not Joan T Randall, but you. And Amazon doesn't own it because you didn't ask them for a free anything, right? Sometimes free is not always good. Free will keep you from growing. Free will keep you from your next best, right? So you can't always rely on free. Okay. Free sometimes come with hidden agendas. Okay. So be careful of things that are free, right? And then I give you the whole breakdown of how to purchase your ISBN number and what's the tips to purchase your ISBN number and why it is important for you to have an ISBN number. And then we put a writing structure in it for you. So it tells you when you're writing, what do you need to do? Your title page, the author name, an introduction, why this guide matters, and then promise to the reader. We even give you how you're going to lay it out. And then these are the pillars, right? Every subject or, what's the word I'm looking for? Every topic, every pillar, every chapter that you are using in this mastery guide, you can break it up in one of four ways. You can have tips and tools. You can have strategy and implementation, or implementation and benefits. So I give you a wide range of how to lay out your own mastery guide, your how-to guide, your journal guide, right? With your tips, your tools, your strategy, your implementation, and your benefits. And that's the pattern that you use all the way through. I gave some, probing questions here or some things to think about as you are writing your guide. So we literally are holding your hand the whole way through in helping you to create this mastery guide. And then the last part, right? The last piece of it is the conclusion and the recap. And I also gave you additional elements that can be included. So if you don't want to write a whole bunch of stuff, you can do a case study for one of your pillar. You can do reflections with questions. You can do workbook exercises, or you can do a checklist, right? This is all the things that you can do in your how-to guide, in your journal guide, in this workbook type of thing. But it does not look like this. It does not look like 365 pages of blank pages with one line sentence at the top for $32, right? We want to make that change, and this change starts with you. I believe that if we complain about something, that we should be able to correct it ourselves. And if we're out here saying, oh, I'm tired of buying journals with blank pages, well, I want you to do something about it. I want you to create your own mastery, your own expert guide, your own how-to guide. Because trust me, if you know that you have this thing, other people are going to want it too. Other people need to hear. And I don't know why the Holy Spirit keep taking me back to this homeschooling thing, right? Our level of education in the United States is at a low bar, right? And there's a lot of people now that are homeschooling their children. And some of them are doing such a great job that these kids are graduating at 16 and 17 and going to college at 16 because they've figured out how to maximize homeschooling with field trip, in addition to being a mother and a wife and a caretaker, right? So if you're out there and you hear this in the replay or somebody sent this to you and you're a homeschool person and you know that you have this incredible, amount of knowledge, there are so many other women out there and men who would prefer to homeschool their children, but do not know where to start. Your book, your 31-day mastery guide could be the start to that, right? And in the same way, we talked about earlier, the mental health aspect of life. There's a lot of people that are going through trauma or have anxiety and depression because of things that they went through. But you figured out a way to lessen that, either by planting and tending to a garden or growing crops or using your hands in some kind of way. You know what I mean? Use that. Use all the knowledge that you have gained from that and create a 31-day mastery guide. Focusing on those people that go through this mental health crisis ever so often. The way you managed your mental health, the way you manage your stress, the way you manage your anxiety and your depression needs to be in a book. Put it in a guide, and let's cater to the people that need the mastery, that need the expertise that you have. There is no greater fulfillment that knowing that all of your experiences in life, all the things that you have learned, all the things that you have failed at, and now can say, I went through this, I did it, I came out on the other side. Know that you can put it in a book and let us publish it together, right? One of the most beautiful things about this cohort is that we will all upload our books on the very same day to Amazon, all of us. And the upload date is January 11th. So by the end of January 2025, you have a book that can help you with additional streams of income, solidify your credibility, your visibility, your influence, your impact with the world. How amazing is that, right? So we go in November, and by January, you have a brand new book, or you're a first-time author and you have something tangible that people want to read, that people want to have, because it's bite-sized and it's digestible, and not 365 pages of blank pages. I mean, this was what I got for $32. This is what I got for $32. I mean, we got to change that. And the change starts with us. So quit complaining. about purchasing journals that are blank, and come over on the side with Victorious You Press and let us help you put it together. As I just showed you, we have a really robust way of showing you how to lay out your how-to or your journal. And then we're going to work together in this cohort setting. We're all working, meeting together, suggesting ideas, all the great stuff. Victorious You Press will proofread your book, format your book, create the covers for you. You are responsible for three things: writing your content, picking the cover you want for your book, and buying your ISBN number. That's it. I am so excited about this project. I am so excited to do this, and you're going to see ads coming out about it. And my team and I are super excited to share this with you. I have written over 17 books, and I'm yet to write a book that is a how-to. But I'm going to do it this time with all of you. We're writing it all together. I'm going to write my business how-to book, how to go from books to business and beyond. That's my book, right? And so join me on this journey. Let's do it together. No time like now. And if you've always thought about writing a book, but you don't know where to start, this is the perfect opportunity for you to come and join us in this 31-day mastery guide with Victorious You Press, Joan T Randall, as an international award-winning publisher and an international award-winning author, helping you to write your expertise, put it in print. That's a legacy that will never die. Your grandchildren and your great-great-grandchildren will always have that. All right. So that is all I have for today. I didn't see any comments, but here is I'm going to place it one more time. It's bit.ly/SP cohort 24, which means self-publishing cohort 25, right? So once you're done with this, you don't have to ask anybody how to help you publish your book, or better yet, you're publishing the right way. You're self-publishing based on the American standard of book publishing, because there's a standard for book publishing. And 90% of self-published authors do not follow the standards. Do not. I cannot tell you how many books I open and I shake my head when I look at it, because it is not up to par. It is not up to standard. But joining our cohort, you are going to get this. You're going to get all of that. And remember, there's payment options. There's Afterpay. There's payment plan. There's installment plan. And it's pretty reasonable, because this is the first time we're doing it. It's the first ever self-publishing cohort where we're going to teach you how to write your 31-day mastery guide for influence, impact, and to bless others. All right, that's all I have today. I look forward to seeing you on the other side. Remember, go and check it out. Go to my website, victoriousyoupress.com. Click on the tab that says Mastery. And when you click on it, you'll see all the information about our mastery guide. All right. God bless you. And I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye, guys.